Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of TJ's Coins and Crafts. This is going to be a special episode of my series World Coins. These were sent to me by a viewer, so I'm going to do what I normally do with World Coins and go through them and tell you a little bit about them. He sent me these coins in appreciation for some of the coins that I sent him. So let's get right into it. Okay, so the first coin is this one right here, which is a 1950. This is a 1950. This is a German Democratic Republic coin. It is a 5 Pfennig, and there was 243 million of these minted. This is kind of a special coin because this is before. This is back when you have East and West Germany still. And each side of the wall had different coinage sets. So I thought that was a really interesting one. The second one is a 5 centavos. This comes from Argentina. This particular design was only minted from 1951 to 1953. So this has a pretty short span as far as mintage goes. And there was 34.9 million minted of those. This coin comes from Italy. This is a 10 lyre, and this coin is a 1952, and this is made out of aluminum. And there was 105 million of these minted. This was kind of a cool one. I have another one like this in my collection. But I really like some of these coins with just the very simple designs. Okay, so we've got this coin right here, which is a 1957. This is a 5 peseta. This comes from Spain, and there was 78 million of these minted. So the way, there is a way to tell which particular design it is. If you look in the little star, there's actually a number in there. This one I believe is 73, and that's how you can tell what particular design it is. So a lot of these have the same date, but they have a different design series number in that little star. So that's how you can check those. Next coin, I didn't have one of these before, so this is a new addition to my collection. The year on this is a 1968, and then this comes from the country of Hungary, and this is 20 filer, and the mintage on this one is 56.5 million. Next coin we got is a 1972. This is a 10 ore from the country of Denmark, and there's 46.9 million of these minted. So the Denmarkers are pretty easy to tell because it'll tell you right on it. So it'll say Denmark on it. So those are pretty easy to tell. Really plain on the front with the royal crown. But still, I really like the design. Then we have a 1975. This is a 10 centimes. This comes from the country of France, and there were 74 million of these minted. Now we have a 1977. This one's kind of hard to see. This must be a light die strike. Because the design on this one is just really weak, so I'm guessing that there's a lot of die wear. You can't even tell the camera's not even picking it up. There we go. 1977. This is a 1 franc. This is the Dutch text. The Belgie is the Dutch text for Belgium. This is a 1 franc from 1977. Mintage on this one is 68.5 million. Then we have a 1978. This is a 1 drachma, and this comes from the country of Greece. And there was 21 million of these minted. And this one, I really like this one, just because it is one of the cleanest out of all of these, and it's got a really interesting design. This is a 1980. This is a 2.5 escudos. So this is one of those units that is a multi-unit. It's I'm sorry, not multi-denomination. 1980. This comes from Portugal, and there was 22 million of these minted. Then we have 10 Groschen from 1983. This comes from the country of Austria. So you'll see it says 10s. It's got the, and then it says Republic of Österreich. So it's Republic of Austria. Then there was 93 million of those minted. Here we have a great example of a Jamaican coin, 1984. This is 10 cents. So this is almost the size of a U.S. quarter. So it's actually pretty big in the sense of size. And there was only 5 million of these minted. Then we have a 1 yen. This comes from Japan, and this particular year is a 1984, based off of the script at the bottom. And there was 981 million of these minted. Then this is another new addition to my collection, which I'm very thankful for. This is a 1989. I knew that this was an Asian script, and I knew about the area that it was coming from, but I couldn't figure it out for a little while. But this is a 1 won. This comes from the country of South Korea, and there was 10 million of these minted. So I have not, previous to obtaining this one, I did not have any from South Korea or North Korea. So this is a first of my collection. Then I have a 1990. Pick it up. There we go. 1990. This is a German 5 Pfennig. It's a mint mark G on the top. This particular one had 62 million of these minted. And this one right here is pretty close to an uncirculated example of a 10 centavos from 1997, and this comes from the country of Mexico. So I did these just like I would do in any of my world coins. Is I go through and I research the history and to see, as far as the rarity on these. About half of these have a rarity of 10 to 12 out of 100, based off of Numista. Then the other half are pretty common, less than 10. But it's still very interesting how some of these coins, that have been minted across the world, have then made it back to the United States, the West Coast, where I can review them and I can find their history, and bring all that history to you guys. So if you like what you guys saw, please like this video, put any comments or questions that you guys have on these coins or any other coins that I go over. You can go ahead and put it in the comment section below. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you guys on the next set. Thanks for watching.